So in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a mandala. So this piece of paper that you're working from is a square. Our pieces of paper are cut at 18 by 18. So the first step is finding the middle. So towards the bottom of my paper, I put my ruler and I'm making a mark at 9 inches, which is halfway between 0 and 18. And then I'm moving my ruler to the top and I marked 9 inches again. After that, I'll hold my ruler along both of those points and draw a solid line that cuts my paper in half vertically. With my ruler in place, I'm going to make another mark at 9 inches, and that mark should be the halfway mark between the top and bottom of my paper. It should be directly in the middle. Then I'm taking my protractor, and with your protractor, you're going to notice that there is a circle in the center. That circle you're going to line up with the center point, and I'm going to make marks at 60 degrees and 120 degrees. And then I'm flipping my protractor, I'm lining up that circle with my center, and I'm going to mark at 60 and 120 again. Because a full circle is 360 degrees, we want this circle to be divided into 6 sections. So if you divide 360 by 6, you get 60 degrees. And then I'm holding up my ruler and I'm making marks, or I'm holding my ruler up to the marks that I've made, and I'm drawing all the way through. This is going to get me a paper that is perfectly, or as perfectly as you can get it, divided into 6 equal sections. From here, you're able to start your mandala. To start drawing the designs in your mandala, I usually start with a series of circles. From there, I go through and just start connecting points. So you can see me slowly connecting the different layers of my circle with the lines that I drew in the previous step. I use my compass tool quite a bit to go in and add little details. And I'm just going through and I'm measuring and connecting points. The key is what you do on one side, you want to do on the other. If you want your mandala to be symmetrical all around, you need to do the same thing repeated 6 times. So if I make one line, or I'm making, you can see right now, one circle, I then have to do all 6 circles. And as I'm working, I'm using the ruler that's along the side of my compass to measure and kind of use as a straight edge and to fill in the different lines. Now, all of these lines that I have on here are not going to show up in my finished piece. Some of them are just going to be guidelines that I might use later on, or I might erase. The nice thing about working in this way is I don't have any idea what this is going to look like. I don't really have a vision in my head of how I want it to look. I'm just sort of going with the flow. And I'm measuring. I always measure from the center out, and then I'm just connecting, measuring, connecting, measuring, connecting. Another tip to make your mandala look good and look cohesive is repetition. So if I used some circle shapes in one area, I'm going to go through and add circles in another area. If I used petal shapes in one area, I'll use that again. And I'm just going through and kind of adding and repeating. Now, this whole process of drawing this mandala probably took me about 45 minutes. And if I were going to do this again, I would probably continue to add to the outside a little more. I had to stop my video sooner than I would have wanted. A lot of the lines that you see on here also, I might erase after the fact, but for now I just kept them because erasing them was a little tricky on the board. But drawing a mandala should be a pretty calm and relaxing process. It shouldn't be something that you stress about. So I highly recommend going into your mandala project without a clear idea of what you want it to look like. Just kind of go with the flow, start drawing some points, start measuring some things out, start connecting, and see what you come up with. You'd really be amazed at what you can do. Hopefully with these tips and tricks, you can create a mandala that you can be proud of, and it's a stress-free experience. Thanks for watching.